Hello guys, I am Shivan Singh, the student of Mary College, would like to give business environment video presentation. And the index is first one, difference between economic growth and economic development on the basis of meaning. Second one, key differences between economic growth and economic development. Third one, which is considered more important, economic growth or economic development. Now, difference between economic growth and economic development on the basis of meaning. First one, economic growth is the increase in the goods and services produced by an economy or nation considered for the specific period of time. The rise in the country's output of goods and services is steady and constant and may be caused by the improvements in technology or in any way in the value of addition of goods and services which is produced by the every sector of the economy. Second, economic development is the process of focusing on both the qualitative and quantitative growth of the economy. It measures all the aspects, which include the people in the country become wealthier, healthier, being educated, and have a great access to the good quality housing. Now, the key differences between the economic growth and the economic development. First one, economic growth is the increase in the real output of the country in a particular span of time, whereas economic development is the increase in the level of production in the economy along with enrichment of living standards and the advancement of technology. Second, economic growth does not consider the income from the informal economy. The informal economy is unrecorded economic activity, whereas economic development takes into consideration of all the economic activities, whereas whether formal or informal, and eases people with low standards of living a suitable shelter with proper employment. Third, economic growth does not reflect the depletion of natural resources. Depletion of resources such as pollution, congestion, and diseases. Government are under pressure due to the environment issues. Majorly, the problem is due to the global warming. However, economic development is considered with sustainability, which means meeting the needs of the present without compromising. Fourth, economic growth is the sunset of economic development. Fifth one is economic growth indicates the expansion of gross domestic product (GDP) of the country, and the concept of economic growth is basically related to the development countries. Economic development refers to the increase of the real national income of the economic and socio-economic structures of any country over a long period of time. Economic development is related to the underdeveloped or developing countries of the world. Sixth one, economic growth is an automatic process. Meanwhile, economic development is the outcome of planned result oriented activities. Seventh, economic growth is necessary but not enough to achieve economic development. Eighth one is economic growth can be measured through an increase in the GDP, per capita income, etc. However, economic development can be measured through improvement in the life expectancy rate, literacy rate, and poverty rates. Ninth one, economic growth refers to the rise in the value of all the products produced in the economy. It indicates the expansion yearly increase in the country's GDP or GNP in percentage terms. It alludes to the considerable rise in the per capita national product over a period, that is, the growth in the increase in total output should be greater than the population growth rate. 10th, economic growth is related to the developed countries, but its parameters can be applied to developing countries also. As per these parameters include GDP, GNP, FDI investment, etc. While economic development is more related to the developing countries like India, Bangladesh, South Africa, where it measures the improvement in the HDI index. Now, what is more important, economic growth or economic development? First one, growth in doubt. Growth is no doubt a necessary term for development. Without growth, development cannot be measured. Second, growth implies increase in national income and the per capita income, whereas development means overall increase in the every aspect of or every field. Third, economic growth is a subset of economic development. Economic development is the bigger concept than economic growth. Fourth one, economic growth is often contrasted with the economic development, which can be defined as increase in the economic wealth of an economy or nation for the welfare of the nation. And the last, so the only things is economic growth is essential, but the only condition is economic development. Thank you for watching and listening the presentation so patiently.